It was supposed to be a brave mission. One man, deep underwater, trying to bring someone back home. But at the bottom of one of the world's deepest caves, things went terribly wrong. This is the tragic story of the Bushman's Hole dive that cost more than anyone expected. If you're into real stories that stay with you, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more. Bushman's Hole is a deep cave in South Africa. At first, it looks like a normal pool of water, but it goes down over 270 meters. That's nearly 900 feet. It's one of the deepest freshwater caves in the world. The deeper you go, the colder and darker it gets. There's almost no light, and the water pressure can be dangerous. Only the most experienced divers ever go down that far. One mistake down there can cost your life. In October 2004, Dave Shaw made his first deep dive into Bushman's Hole. His plan wasn't just to explore, it was to find Deon Dreyer's body, which had been lost in the cave for nearly 10 years. Most people thought it couldn't be done. Deon had drowned at around 270 meters, and no one had gone that deep in this cave before and come back safely. But Dave was calm, focused, and highly experienced. He had trained for this, and he wasn't doing it for fame. He simply wanted to help bring peace to a grieving family. On that dive, Dave made it all the way to where Deon's body had been seen years ago. To everyone's surprise, he actually found the body. It was lying in the cave, still in diving gear, untouched since the day Deon died. Dave came back up, excited but shaken. He had done what no one else had done before, and now he had a plan: to go back down and bring Deon's body to the surface. He talked to Deon's parents, who were shocked and emotional. For years, they thought they would never see their son again. Now, Dave was offering them a chance to finally say goodbye. With their blessing, he began preparing for the recovery mission. This next dive would be even more dangerous. The deeper you go, the harder it is to breathe, and every second underwater counts. Dave knew the risks, but he believed he could do it. He planned everything carefully, down to the last detail: his team, his equipment, the timing, and how he would secure the body. No one expected what would happen next. On January 8, 2005, Dave Shaw returned to Bushman's Hole for the recovery dive. This time, he wasn't just exploring. He was on a mission to bring Deon Dreyer's body back to the surface. Everything had been planned. He had trained hard. The equipment was checked, the team was ready, and the weather conditions were good. Dave wasn't alone. His close friend Don Shirley, also an expert diver, was there to support him. Other divers and safety crew were also nearby to help. Everyone knew the dive would be dangerous, but no one expected just how badly things would go. Dave began the dive early in the morning. It would take him about 10 minutes to reach the body, but several hours to come back up. That's how extreme the pressure and depth were. The plan was simple: get to the body, carefully tie it to a bag, and bring it up slowly. But as soon as Dave reached Deon's body, problems started. The body had been underwater for 10 years, and it had become very fragile. When Dave tried to move it, parts of the gear broke. The body started to shift in unexpected ways, making things harder. Then, the lines and ropes he brought with him started to get tangled. His hands were full and time was running out. At that depth, you can't stay long. Carbon dioxide builds up in your body. You need to stay calm and move fast, but not too fast, or you'll get sick, or worse. Back on the surface, Don Shirley was watching his dive computer. Something wasn't right. Dave wasn't coming back up. He waited. Minutes passed. Then more. Finally, the team realized Dave was in trouble. Don went down as far as he could to help, but the damage was already done. Dave Shaw never made it back. It was supposed to be a rescue. Instead, it became a tragedy. When Dave Shaw didn't come back up, the entire team knew something had gone terribly wrong. Minutes felt like hours as they waited. But deep inside the cave, Dave had become stuck, caught by the very lines he had brought down to rescue Deon Dreyer's body. The situation was heartbreaking. His oxygen was running out. The stress of the dive, the cold water, the tangle of ropes, and the difficulty of moving Deon's body all added up. Dave most likely lost consciousness and died silently in the darkness, more than 270 meters below the surface. Don Shirley, Dave's friend and support diver, made a brave attempt to go after him. He pushed himself past the safe limits of diving and almost lost his life too. Don survived, but he suffered serious injuries, including damage to his inner ear, which affected his balance for a long time after the dive. For days, the diving world was silent. News spread of Dave's death, and many called him a hero. But something unexpected happened next. 10 days later, something strange was spotted in the water. It was a diving bag, floating near the surface. Inside were the remains of Deon Dreyer and Dave Shaw. The two bodies had somehow come loose and risen on their own, carried up by changes in pressure and the way gases had built up inside the bodies. It was shocking, but also a moment of peace. After 10 years, Deon's parents finally had their son back, and Dave, the man who gave his life trying to help, came home too. The camera Dave had taken on the dive was also recovered. The footage showed his final moments. It helped experts understand what went wrong and helped bring some closure to everyone involved. What started as a rescue mission became a powerful story of courage, loss, and love. Dave Shaw didn't come back alive, but his bravery will never be forgotten. The loss of Dave Shaw sent shockwaves through the diving community. He had been one of the most respected technical divers in the world, and his tragic death raised serious questions about the risks of deep cave diving and the limits of human endurance. Immediately after the dive, there was a huge outpouring of grief and admiration. Divers and adventurers from all over the world expressed their sorrow for Shaw's family and praised him for his bravery. Many saw him as a hero who had given everything to bring peace to a family who had lost their son in such a tragic way. For Deon Dreyer's parents, the mission had a bittersweet ending. They had waited for so long to bring their son's body home, and though it wasn't the way they had hoped, they finally got to say goodbye. They spoke publicly about the incredible sacrifice Dave Shaw had made and expressed their gratitude for his efforts. In the years that followed, the tragedy became a pivotal moment in the history of cave diving. Dave Shaw's death, along with Don Shirley's close call, forced many to rethink safety procedures and the technology used for deep dives. Some diving experts pushed for more rigorous training, while others called for better equipment to help divers handle the dangers of extreme depths. For Don Shirley, the experience was life-changing. He became a vocal advocate for diving safety and worked with other divers to help improve protocols for deep water rescues. He knew that Dave's death wasn't just an accident. It was a wake-up call for the entire community. Over time, Dave Shaw's legacy lived on. His selflessness and bravery inspired many divers to push their limits, but also to respect the risks that come with extreme sports. Though he didn't return from that mission, Dave Shaw's sacrifice left a lasting impact on both the diving world and the families of those he helped. Dave Shaw may not have survived that dive, but his legacy continues to inspire those who seek to explore the unknown, with an awareness of the dangers and a deep respect for the risks they take. If you found this story moving and thought-provoking, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give us a like. We'll continue bringing you real stories of courage, adventure, and mystery. Thanks for watching, and until next time.